So today, Treyarch has revealed pretty much everything we can expect with its mid-season update for zombies, and there's actually a lot more than I expected to see out of this, but it's still appreciated, and because of that, and because I don't want to waste any time, let's go ahead and jump into this, and what we're going to do is actually just read through this blog post right away, and actually, we're not going to read through the entire thing because it's kind of long and some of the information isn't very useful. But regardless, we'll to point out the most important parts. And the first thing I want to point out is what they first talking about here. And this is actually the date and time that everything is going to go live. And it's highlighted here, as you guys see, at 10 a.m. Pacific on Thursday, May 20th. So that's when the Easter egg is going to go live. That's like in the morning for some people, kind of mid-noon or somewhere around there. So we're having those daytime releases, which preferably I prefer. I don't like staying up hunting, but you know, I know a lot of people disagree with me on that one. So whatever, but either way, it looks like it's going to be a daytime release on May 20th, so we don't have to stay up late or whatever that may be, which is nice for me. And what they actually talk about here, just to summarize it, is just they start talking about like the idea of Outbreak and all that, like how people wanted a sandbox zombies experience and stuff like that. And you know, it's nice, you know, they just start talking about it, but I don't really care, if I'm being completely honest. And instead, I want to focus on what's actually coming on May 20th, and that is exactly what's mentioned here. And this is everything that is here. So new content, Outbreak, new main quest, huge cool stuff. And then the next one is Orda Encounter World Event, which is something we saw up here, which I didn't want to point out because we were going to get to it. But here we go right here. Orda is going to be the map. I've been telling him just put Orda in the map for the longest time. I don't know why I didn't launch with them, but I'm at least glad we got it. Either way, we have fishing. And the first thing I thought about was Nier Automata. We're just going to have something like that where you just randomly start fishing. Like when you see water, you can walk up and start fishing. I can see that happening because there's a couple of maps that have some, like, you know, areas where it looks like you'd be fishing. Hopefully it's something cooler than like Nier Automata where you got some useless and stuff, and hopefully, you know, catching fish is actually useful. Next thing though is new intel. Of course, we expected this. New intel, audio logs, radio transmissions, and artifacts to discover. Always okay to exist, you know, whatever. Either way, then we have here round-based maps. We have Cranked 2, No Time to Crank, and it's a limited time moment in Firebase Z and Die Machina. I kind of think it's kind of cringe they're launching this alongside, I guess, the new quest, because no one's going to be playing Cranked. I don't even care if it's Crank 2, No Time to Crank. I don't even know what that is going to be, but I literally never even played Crank once when it originally came, so I can't see myself playing this. So maybe that's what they were thinking, like they developed it already and they said, well, no one's going to play it anyway, just update it now. I don't know. Either way, hopefully it's good. Hopefully make some improvements on the previous Cranked modes, but I am not very, don't very many hopes for that. Either way, this one's kind of interesting. Dead Ops Arcade 3, new silverback sideways bonus map. So that's cool. Bonus map for it. You know, that's always nice to see. Then we have the PlayStation stuff, Onslaught standoff map plus new intel, Lotto loadouts with limited time mode, new challenge with exclusive blueprint rewards, and okay, cool stuff. Either way, that's major updates, like, you know, the major ones. But here's actually a decent update, something that I don't understand why it's taking so long to do so, but at the same time, I'm kind of sad this happened because it just makes things even more difficult to get out of the box. But what exactly happened is that they added new weapons to the mystery box and trial rewards and round-based maps and Outbreak. So all the new DLC weapons are pretty much here. The Groza, Mag-10, Street Sweeper, Farah, LC-10, R1 Shadowhunter, ZRG, Sledgehammer, Wakazashi, Machete, and E-Tool. I mean, there's a couple missing here, as I noticed there is none of, like, the ballistic knives isn't mentioned here, but at least these ones are here, which I like, but at the same time I don't like, because I mean, first things first, who uses the mystery box unless you're trying to get the ray gun? But second thing second, I mean, it just makes it even more difficult to get the ray gun now that they added, like, what is this, like 10, 12 new guns? So, you know, it's nice to have them, but at the same time, kind of cringe. It's actually going to be nice for people who haven't unlocked these guns if they didn't play the season or something like that. At least they'll still be able to access them, so I guess it's nice for them. but I don't use the mystery box, so wouldn't know. Either way, this is actually pretty nice. Custom mod support. Bring custom blueprints into zombies via apply blueprints event. Feature. Create multiple configurations for each weapon in the game and apply your custom mods to all weapons found in game season. So at first, when I heard custom mod support, I got really hyped, but then was really disappointed by what the heck this was said right after here. But either way, it's at least nice that you could apply blueprints to everything. I guess this is something that they kind of already added in, but then it was real glitchy, so they removed it, and now it's coming back. So hopefully it's working this time. That would be nice. Hopefully also you could keep what are they called, camos alongside with these, because before you couldn't do that with camos. But either way, the next thing is new Outbreak map feature, free cursor support, and the ability to ping overhead maps. So this is just pretty much making the map more like Warzone. If you guys know, when you pull the map inside this game, it's pretty cringe because you can't ping anything on the map. Like if you want to tell your teammates to go to a certain area or just try to point out where the heck you're trying to go to them follow you, you can't do that, and you just have to describe it. But now, like Warzone, you could actually have a free cursor, as it said, and ping different areas on the map, which is pretty nice because it was kind of cringe that it wasn't there before. I think that was even there on Blackout, so I don't know why it's taking so long for them to add it here. Either way, zombie-specific weapon tuning increases the overall power of the Black Ops Cold War arsenal. Does that mean all guns just got a buff? Wait, is that why I actually missed this one originally? Does this just mean all guns are getting buff? Cool stuff, I guess. New weapon unlock challenges for the baseball bat and AMP-63 machine pistol, which is in season, so I guess this isn't at launch, but I thought this arrives May 20. I'm confused by this now. Maybe this is on. I don't know. This in-season thing kind of confuses me. Either way, we knew these guns were going to. Well, we knew guns were going to come. We knew that we were going to have zombie challenges for them. Kind of been nice to see what the challenges are, but whatever. And the next thing is, and this is actually super interesting. This is the second thing should have happened forever ago, but the first thing is super interesting. Rebalancing zombie health at high rounds and scaling the self-revive cost to provide a greater challenge in high stakes for skilled zombies players. So first things first, the rebalancing the health for higher rounds. That is something that I don't know if they're going to buff it further or nerf it. That kind of gets me a little concerned because they did not explain what they're going to be. So this is rather a good or bad thing. I'm not sure. But the second thing is something that people asked since day one, and this was for the self-revive thing to have a scale with more times you buy it. So the first time you buy it, 250 salvage, then maybe 300, 350, 400, 450, and stuff like that. If they had 50 each time or something like that, I think that's what people have been asking for a long time. I know the hardcore cringe high round people are complaining that high rounds are too easy because you can just have infinite self-revives, which, it's nice for them. Of course, I'm not a big high round guy because I think high round people who are hardcore high round people are kind of cringe. Just let high rounds be accessible to more players. It's stupid that you guys think it should be exclusive to everybody. But then again, I think the opposite with Easter eggs. I think Easter eggs should be more difficult. So who am I to speak in the end? But either way, that's something that at least has been fixed. This is kind of dumb because I actually got this Dark Ethered, but buffering the Pack-a-Punch ZRG 20mm bullet penetration to affect multiple zombies. I did it when it only affected one zombie. Hated doing it, but I did get Dark Ethered, so kind of cringe. Either way, reduce the health for Demented Echo in Outbreak. Is that a Pack-a-Punch name of a gun, I'm assuming? I don't know. Either way, new gameplay improvements and bug fixes in Dead Ops Arcade. But either way, those are the major updates happening right on the 20th, except for one of them might be happening in season. I don't know what that's about. Either way, that's pretty much what's happening. But another thing they do mention are things that they are working on currently right now, and this is what's mentioned here. One thing they said they're working on is a challenge tracker on the pause menu. And this is something that we had in Black Ops 4 when you would activate daily challenges. You would actually be able to hit pause and see how far you've gotten on those challenges. So it's kind of cringe that it wasn't here right away because it was right away on Black Ops 4. And that's not something you could say about a lot of things with Black Ops 4, but Black Ops 4, at least when you got the daily challenges, they would appear on the pause menu. And for some reason, that's not how it was here. But, it's at least going to come eventually. But regardless, it's, at least nice that's happening. Of course, they say that they actually want to expand it to having not only the zombie challenges, daily challenges, and operator missions. So that's kind of cool that we can keep track of more things. And then finally, stupid Treyarch, stupid, what are you doing here? Okay, so this is stupid because this should have never been nerfed, but they're buffing Deadwire again, which is stupid that they nerfed it to begin with. Stupid. I'm still upset about that. I'm still mad. I got to round 100 with Deadwire only, so it's kind of cringe. Either way, that's pretty much all that is mentioned for what's coming on the 20th and what will probably be happening soon after there. Instead, but they actually do start mentioning things that are going to be happening for Season 4. And of course, this is exactly what we would expect. But this is going to be the next map. And that's pretty much what they're talking about here, is that the next map is going to take place after the events of Outbreak's main quest. That's literally what they said right there. So the next round-based map is going to be happening in Season 4. Kind of cringe it's taking so long to get here, but it actually makes sense from Treyarch's perspective because they actually count Outbreak as DLC 2, and you could tell by this one right here. It says, at its launch, Outbreak is already much bigger experience than any previous DLC 2. So we do know they do count it as a DLC 2, so that means, which is kind of cringe, that we're probably only going to get 2 more zombie maps after this, round-based zombie maps, which is stupid, but you know, at least whatever. At least we know for sure that that's why it's taking so long to get this. But at least we know that we're getting our next round-based map, which is most definitely going to be Berlin in Season 4, which is nice, I guess. But either way, they say what to expect in Season 4 alongside with that is perks, so it doesn't look like we're getting a new perk mid-season. So we're probably not going to get double tap or whatever the heck the next perk is going to be until Season 4. Wonder weapons, support weapons, and limited time modes and Dark Ether story intel along the way. Yep. So yeah, that's what that is, which is something, but you know, it's at least nice to know where Treyarch stand and just like, you know, whatever. But either way, the last thing I really want to mention that is on this blog post is this image right here. It is a image of a monkey bomb. It just downloaded instead of you know, actually in making bigger, but it's just a picture of a monkey bomb, which is marked by Ravnoff's look for my mark. So this is definitely going to have to do with Easter egg. Might have a hint to do with the first step or something like that, or maybe a later step or something like that. Either way, that's all that's in this blog post that I found. But for some reason, I got to show you this tweet from Charlie Intel because it confuses me. But this. So what they say here is Treyarch has also revealed that main quest Easter eggs are being added to Outbreak with Season 3 and 4. Season 3 main quest begins on at 10 a.m. Pacific on May 20th. So I've read through this a couple times, and I just cannot find where they are talking about this. Like, I don't know where they got this from, Charlie Intel. I don't really know. I've tried reading through the Season 4 part because that's probably would be. I just read through the entire thing, and I just don't know where they're getting this information that it's what at least they're sounding like is that a main quest is going to be added again after this Season 3. Maybe this is some information that was revealed to them earlier and then Treyarch just didn't reveal to us and now they're spoiling it or something like that. I don't know. Either way, it's just weird that they put this, and I, at least, unless I'm blind, which is entirely possible, that I at least haven't been able to see this. But either way, guys, that's about it for everything that we could talk about here today. It's actually a bit bigger update than I thought. I thought it was just going to be, you know, just, I guess, the main Easter egg and nothing else. But at least we're getting some other things alongside with that. Nothing too crazy, but it's still nice to have more than just one thing being updated. And hopefully with this update, they won't mess up all my settings and return them all to default like they did with the last update. But either way, guys, that's about it for this video. If you guys did enjoy this video and you guys are excited for May 20th and the launch of that main Easter egg for Outbreak, then definitely like, subscribe, bell, share, and all that great stuff, because you know we're going to be doing all that day one the second it releases. But anyways, I'm going to go and I'll catch you guys next stream, video, or whatever the heck it may be, and laters, guys.